that an outside party be used to conduct a parallel investigation in Title IX investigation. I would strongly recommend against having two investigations performed. As we noted last night, we have a short time until school is out, a lot of people to interview. I do not think having two parallel investigations with two sets of people trying to do the very same thing at the same time works very well. It also subjects all the witnesses, including statements, to two sets of investigatory interviews. Further, it could lead to differing and possible conflicting results or recommendations.
Keep on reading. No, keep on reading.
My recommendation is that you make a choice. The two options on the table are follow your policy and have Ginger Arvin, with the assistance of a lawyer from Fergie Baker Daniels, conduct the investigation. Identify some other entity to conduct the Title IX investigation. As a board, you have the authority to make either choice. Deciding between the two options is not a legal question, since both options comply with the law. For what it's worth, I can assure you that in any investigation in which Fergie Baker Daniels is involved, we do not pull punches. In the investigation and the report that will follow would be as thorough, fair, and honest as possible. If you decide to use someone else, I think you need to make sure it's an organization that has personnel trained in both in how to conduct the investigation and trained in the law, including the student parent teacher rights.
Commissioner, let me finish what I'm saying. I'm following your policy. All you have to do is waive your policy, and we're out of it. But your policy says we will do this. As long as the policy is enforced, we're going to have an internal investigation. All you got to do as a board is waive your policy, and we're out of it. You can figure it what you want.
No.
Oh yeah. So, unless you waive your policy, I'm following your policy. So you got to either set your policy aside in this now, or what have you. That's all you got to do. Just go to the
I have a question. Do we know what the cost of the attorney is that's going to be working with our internal investigation?
This is not one of the senior partners in the firm. I'm sure it won't be as expensive as Roberta and her. That would definitely be the legal expenses to the Donnell.
I just want to say that I think an external investigation gives validity, whether we were right or wrong. We did the right thing, and it's going to demonstrate that, and I think it's going to be a stronger case. I don't have the answer. I know after reading the evidence that I've seen, I have many concerns and many questions based on the information we've received. And I would feel much more comfortable, and I hope this board would see the wisdom of seeking outside assistance and looking at that. We get outside assistance all the time. We have people come in and look at curriculum issues. We have people come in and look at whatever. I don't know why we wouldn't want to seek outside in something as important as this issue is today.
Commissioner Rook?
I just, again, state that since the policy doesn't clearly state who needs to do the investigation, I feel like there has to be a positive vote for either or. Since this company doesn't cost, I don't see the harm in going with two, even though our lawyers think we don't, but I at least want an outside entity, so I don't see what the harm would be to do this. I mean, people have nothing to hide nothing, so let's just do this. Well, I don't understand.
Actually, the Title IX coordinator, this is in our policy. IPS is designated a Title IX coordinator who is responsible for IPS's compliance with Title IX, including directing the investigation of complaints and reports of sex discrimination and harassment, and ensuring that prompt and effective corrective action is taken. The IPS Title IX coordinator is Ginger Arvin.
Thank you, my friend. Commissioner Brown, can you give me a show?
Yeah. Commissioner Gore.
I am very much for saving money, so I don't have that as a problem. My concern is that we are already assuming that our people that do the investigation for IPS are not they've done it for us before. I don't see why they couldn't do it this time. We know that what we're dealing with is not just local, it's national. And it's something that we don't agree with. I don't agree with it in no shape, form, or fashion. But I do feel that we need to give our internal Title IX investigation and opportunity. I also understand that the Civil Rights Organization has looked into our policy. They have okayed that. I went out online today, checked into Title IX and civil rights rules. They would not accept anything that would not be for everybody. So we are not trying to cover up. We're not trying to be not transparent. That is not my job. My job is to make sure that everybody is given a fair chance. All our students in IPS. So I would not want at this time, even if it's free, an outside entity to come in. Sometimes you get what you pay for. I would suggest that we pay for getting our service that we have inside.
Mike.
Thank you.
Commissioner Zephyr.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
Mic check.
IPS
If IPS
has programs installed.
has programs installed,
Hey,
Students.
This is not a public meeting.
Formulas.
This is a meeting of the board held in public.
students,
Feel
parent,
the need
feel the need
to arm her
to
son
offer son
to protect himself
protect
from
himself
discrimination.
from discrimination.
Why are my taxes being wasted on that?
Why are our taxes being wasted on that?
Out first, you will be removed. IPS police. Commissioner Zephyr.
Citizens are people too, they have right, even certain people protest.
I was just going, I was just wanting to reiterate the fact that it is policy, and that is one of our great purposes of this board. And to set the precedent that, I mean, every time there's a question about policy or we have to outside, so I guess, and do an investigation. So I think it's a very, very bad precedent. I think it casts aspersions, as the board says, upon those who do it, whether it's Baker and Daniels, Junior Harlan, or someone else.
Commissioner White.
I wasn't going to say anything